The Seattle Seahawks are hoping to rebound from their disappointing loss to the Saints this last weekend as they hit the road to take on the Arizona Cardinals for their first divisional matchup of the season. Arizona is still looking for their first win under new head coach Cliff Kingsbury and new quarterback Kyler Murray.
First look at the air raid offense, and what coach has got in a new program there, new quarterback, new system, all that kind of stuff, and it's we've looked at it in the off season, but now it's for real, and so we're anxious to kind of get working at the plan on this thing. They have tremendous potential in this offense with the quarterback who's just lights out athletically and in command of stuff. He's way ahead of his time, I think. Big time running back, great inside receiver, speed, and they go for it. So that's part of it. The other part of it is how they're trying to get after us on defense with their aggressive nature. They got two outside guys that are just wear you out and rushing the passer. So this is it's a big challenge for us. It's the first chance to get into the NFC West, and we'd like to get off to a good start.
This team's got a lot of great players on it, on offense, defense. Their special teams is good too. So the record may not show for how talented they are. We got a lot of respect for these guys. It's always a tough battle in Arizona. It's always one of those things that seems to go down to the wire, and it's one of those games that's a physical game, fast. It's a lot of great players on the field, so it'll be a great matchup.
Rookie QB Kyler Murray was the first overall pick out of Oklahoma in the 2019 draft. He won several awards throughout his collegiate career, including the Heisman Trophy.
I have a lot of respect for him. He loves the game. He's obviously, I think the similarities in baseball, our height and everything else. And I just think that he's a fantastic football player. You can see, I watched him a lot in college, though. I watched him when he was on TV playing and running around making plays, throwing the ball deep and doing some special things. And, he's a competitive player. He's a guy who loves the game and been making a lot of great throws for them.
No surprise, Murray leads the league in pass attempts with the new air raid offense. This offensive scheme is familiar in the college game, but it's not the type of offense normally seen in the NFL.
A lot different. Just the read zone, RPO, get the quarterback out of the pocket, push the ball downfield if you can, get the ball out of his hand quick. Not necessarily direct runs at you like they used to. No Larry Fitzgerald in the box trying to dig out linebackers as much. So it should be fun.
Very explosive, a lot of receivers on the field. Really fun to watch. Quarterbacks are fantastic talent. And there's been a lot of talk about this offense coming in, so we're really excited to match up versus.
The leading receiver in Arizona continues to be Larry Fitzgerald. The future Hall of Famer is in his 16th year with the Cardinals. With 16,532 career receiving yards, he continues to be in a league of his own.
He's got 18 balls already, averaging 14-something, two, three, maybe 3 touchdowns I think he's got. He's right in the middle of everything. Because of the style, he's not blocking as much as he has been in the past. He's been a great blocker and contributor in a big way, a unique way there. But he still can knock your jaw off if you give him half a chance. So he's a really good player there too. He's doing everything. He's got phenomenal catches on the film already. He's got circus grabs and come through catches and all that stuff. And down by the goal line, he's nails. So he doesn't look any different than he's looked in the past. They know that he's really good and they're using him. So. He's still really hard to deal with.
He's an amazing athlete, an amazing person at himself, getting a chance to know him over the years and, seeing him outside the field. He's just a great, genuine guy. And, the things that he do, it's funny that you mentioned that, being that young while he's in the league playing. But, it's cool. It's always an honor to play against him. I tell him every time we get a chance to step on the same field, it's always an honor, to play against a legend like that, and to do the things that he continues to do at the age and the speed that he's doing it. It's amazing. That's something a lot of players would love to be like, and that's something that you can look up to, a guy who want to play for a long time.
Running back David Johnson still leads Arizona in rushing yards, but with the switch to the new pass-first offense, he's being used slightly different.
The pass, they ran a lot more crunch. They ran a lot more puller type schemes. They had a little misdirections, but a lot of the runs were downhill. I feel like a lot of his runs are out of the read zone and maybe some stretch with pullers, but it's not as much direct in your face as it was before.
The Seahawks pass rush had 0 sacks last week and would like to get that turned around. There could be some opportunities to get after Murray, who has been sacked 16 times this season, the second highest total in the league.
It's a really good opportunity. I think a lot of the teams rushed him a lot. But a lot of it, too, was, him, escaping, trying to make plays, and they were able to get him. So we have to be conscious of that, conscious of, him trying to escape the pocket, him trying to extend the plays. He's a young quarterback, so he's not as excelled as of yet, but, he has the potential to extend the play and really be good at it. So we have to make sure we're conscious of that.
The offensive line helped keep Russell Wilson upright last week in a performance that Pete Carroll called their best pass protection this season. This week, they will be tested by a front that includes Chandler Jones and Terrell Suggs.
He's just a tremendous football player. He's got amazing moves. He can get to the quarterback. He's just a playmaker. Some of the plays he's made over the past couple of weeks has been special. So he's a true factor. Obviously, Suggs he's got a Hall of Famer, a guy who's been playing in the league. I think 16 years now, I believe 16 or 17 years. So he's got a great understanding of the game too. As physical as can be. So I got a lot of respect for him too. I've always admired his game. So those are two guys that have the chance to be. Suggs is going to be, but in terms of Chandler Jones to be a Hall of Famer, and just those two guys are really special.
Well, the Seahawks have won 3 out of their last 4 meetings against the Cardinals. Kickoff is set for 1:05 p.m. Pacific. You can watch it live on Q13 Fox, or as always, listen to it on the Seahawks Radio Network.